How to unclog a stopped up sink, guaranteed. If you've got a stoppage in your P-trap or even the trap arm, I'm going to show you in this video how to do it. But let me ask you this, what if it's more than that? Now, it could be further down the line. If you've got an independent line that comes up just to catch the lavatory or lavatories, there could be a break or a clog in it. But what I'm going to teach you today is literally, it's a great use of a tool. It's a top sink snake. We'll put a link to it so you can see exactly what tool it is. But this is a great tool to have around the house, because if you put that on your cordless drill or a corded, whichever way, I prefer cordless, but you attach it to it, you actually pull the stopper out, run it down there, you'll unclog the drain, anything stopped up in the little riser, the pop-up assembly, or maybe even the trap arm if it goes back that far. Now think about it. This is not an expensive tool. And if this is something that you've bought and you've got around your house, use it right, it can save you from calling a plumber. And don't get me wrong, you may need to call a plumber anyway because it could be something bigger. What I'm going to show you in this video is how to do this by yourself. If you've ever had to do this by yourself or you've already got one of these, do me a favor and leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. Now, the top sink snake that we're using is the small one. It's the little rigid. But what I like about it is, look, they're almost like Timex watches. They're disposable. If it breaks, go get another one. They're not that expensive. That's another reason why this is a great tool to have around the house no matter what. We've actually used this in kitchen lines. We've used it in lavatory lines. We've actually gone in through wall cleanouts, or like we do today, we're just gonna go right down the top of the sink. But the very first things that we're gonna do, get ready for the exam. Do y'all wear gloves? Do you wear safety glasses? Because I'm telling you, it's an important thing to do. All right, y'all ready? Let's go. So the first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and pull out the pop-up assembly and make sure that we can get our cable in through here. Now you've got the push rod in the back. Sometimes I'll take that out, sometimes I'll leave it in. It depends on how bad it looks, how corroded it is on the inside, even what the end of the rod looks like, because I don't want to mess it up. We're gonna go ahead and take that out now, then we'll get the top sink snake in here and get this thing cleaned out. Now as you can see, that did not look good. So let's go ahead and run the snake down it and see what we can do, see if we can get this cleared out and make it drain well. I want to test it and make sure before I put everything back together that this is going to work and drain the way I want it to. So what I like to do is just actually turn the stopper over, turn on the water and fill it up. Now you can see all this crud in the water. We got a lot of stuff to break loose there. So what I like to do is fill this all the way up to the overflow holes. That way I know I've got as much water as I can. Now the first time I'll go ahead and do it with cold water, but then I want to turn on the hot and let it rinse it out really, really well. So let's see how it does. Now what I'm looking for to know that it's really draining well is that cyclonic action. Whenever I pull this, if I can get that and if the sink can drain down while I'm still adding water to it, I know it's draining very well. Let's see what it does. Now that I know it drains good, we're gonna put it all together and check it again. So I slide the lift rod back, drop the pop-up down in there, get it where I know the lift rod is in the hole in the bottom, and tighten the nut up, that way it doesn't leak. Also want to remember as I'm tightening the nut up, I want to make sure that if I pull it, it'll hold. Right there it holds, and it comes up easily. So nobody's ever going to have any problem pushing this and adjusting this. So let's rinse it out one more time. And as you can see, it's draining out faster than it's filling up. So this one got unstopped very well. There's that cyclone. As you can see, a top sink snake like that would be a really good thing to have on your truck in case you ever just have a slow draining lavatory. This is something that doesn't take that long to do and it makes all the difference in the world. Anyway, not much to it. If you've ever used a top sink snake, and I know there's different brands and there's bigger, better ones, I've got those too, but let me know. Did it work for you? Have you ever gotten one caught up in there? Or did you end up having to run a big snake down the main drain? Let me know. I'm Roger Wakefield, Elite AP, the expert plumber. I'll see you in the next video if you don't get flushed.